We've got UNOH men's soccer coach Gavin Oldham here. 2-1 win over Point Park. Point Park's a pretty good program. I mean, and you guys have played some really good programs. It had to feel good, though, to finally get that win after tying 2 straight.
Yeah, definitely. Point Park's not bad. They're not a bad team. You know, they played a couple of days ago and got beat against Salem. Got a chance to see some of that footage, and watching them, they're a good team. And you know, we tried to pick out a few weaknesses that we thought we could expose, and in the first half we did.
Yeah.
You know, we got right after them and got in behind them 2 or 3 times and got a couple of goals early. And, you know, at half time, you're going in 2-0, you're happy, you're comfortable. You say to the boys, you know, usual general speech, like, the game's not won at 2-0.
Right.
But if nobody else scores, then we win the game 2-0 and we go away with the victory. And then we came out in the second half flat, like, oh, guys, you know, what's going on? And, you know, they get one back, and then you're thinking, hold on. But, you know, in the end, I think it was the right result. I think the boys, you know, more than did ourselves justice, and I think we deserved the win for sure.
I noticed out on the field, and then you guys yelling instructions to them, I think one of the things was to keep the ball moving.
Yeah.
Don't just keep the ball on your foot. Don't play around with it. Get it to another guy. Make them work. Make them run. Was that part of the idea, part of the plan?
Yeah, I think that's always part of the plan. You know, if you can keep the other team moving on their toes, shuffling, then you know they can't get set defensively. You know,
right.
They have to move and change positions and change sides. So, you know, the longer you hold on to the ball, the easier it is for the other team to kind of slow you down and, you know, get closer to you and put pressure on the ball. You know, as you move the ball, move it around, it's tougher for the other team to put pressure on. So, yeah, you know, I think at 2-0, it's a tough score to be leading, because you're 2-0, you're thinking, okay, right, we've got this game in hand, but you know, we don't want to give away a goal, because if we do, then they get the momentum.
Right.
Which can happen for 10 minutes. I'll be honest. You know, they got the goal and they were pushing for a little bit, but as I said, I think, you know, all in all, the boys took care of business, and, you know, happy moving forward to Tuesday.
It was your home opener out here, and a lot of new faces for people to see, and those new faces are playing a huge role in what you guys are doing out here.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about Peggy before. Talk about some of those new faces and what they've brought to this team so far, 5 games into the season.
Well, yeah, Peggy, 5 in 5. You know, if you ask your striker to score you a goal a game and he does,
yeah,
you're happy.
Yeah.
So, you know, can't knock him for that. Mikey at the back, obviously, has come in and you know, done well back there. 2 new wingers, you know, with Tendai on the left-hand side and Carlos on the right-hand side, and Sergio, who just came in, on the right-hand side. So, yeah, a lot of new faces. But in saying that, the returners are also stepping up.
Right.
You know, the returners have took a good step this year. You know, Ryan at the back's been solid, Danny at right back. So, I mean, Jesper making the step, moving into the midfield, playing in there with Yuri.
Right.
So, I think when you look at it, it's a good mix. It's a good mix of new, hungry guys and a mix of returning guys who can kind of get a grip of the young guys when they start to get a little loose and say, "Come on, you know, this is how we do things." And,
right.
And you know, add that little bit of maturity that I was hoping we had last year, we just didn't have. So it's good. It's a good mix.
I think everybody who saw the Racers last year, if they want a comparison, it's kind of like that year's team plus. I mean, everything you guys tried to do last year, you did it, but this year it's just a little bit quicker, a little bit sharper, a little bit more, a little bit better. This team seems to fit probably a little bit more what you guys are looking for from an overall concept.
Yeah, I think so. You know, last year we started, you know, slowly, for sure. And we built and built and built, and at the end of the year, you know, we were unbeaten, I think September 29th or something from 2012. So I don't know, maybe check your records. We're unbeaten since September of last year.
It's 9-0-4 in the regular season since September 29th. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you know, the lads have got a lot to do with that. They grew a lot at the end of last year, the last half of last year, and then I think we came in a good spot this year, and we're continuing to grow. So I told the boys, look at where we started last year and look where we finished. We made a step, probably a step and a half. If we can make that same step and a half by the end of this year, we're going to put ourselves in a pretty good position. So we know that there's work to do, but we're also happy with the team we've got, and I'm looking forward to, you know, these next few months.
Good.
Who knows? Who knows, baby.
All right. Thanks, Gavin.
All right. Thanks, Jeremy.